Listen guys, I have an unfinished business now, which is to take a guidebook for internship, and I'm going to my campus now for that unfinished business. It's 2:29 now. It's nearly 2:30 p.m. The street is pretty crowded. However, people are still obeying the COVID rules. People are still wearing masks, and for some people, like for the extra cautious people, they're wearing the face shields. And we're leaving now.
Nggak ada yang ketinggalan lagi nih.
Nggak ada, Pak. We're leaving now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ngerti, Pak?
Minta terang, Mas. Apa iki, Bos?
Mau berangkat, Pak.
Mau berangkat.
You don't speak English. Usually there are long queues here, but now due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the queue's not very long. Not as many people queue in this road as before COVID-19 happened. But it's still crowded, although it's not as crowded as before the COVID-19 pandemic hit Indonesia. On this stretch of the Jaguar toll road, usually it's very crowded. Traffic jam is a common sight without the COVID-19 pandemic. But now, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it's not very crowded here, although there are a few vehicles. Not nil, but a few, not zero. There's no total lockdown. This road is also usually crowded. If there's no COVID-19, there would be more vehicles here. There would even be a traffic jam here. But now, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it's not that crowded. Although there are still many vehicles, but not as crowded as usual. Usually it's very crowded. It can even lead to traffic jams. That side is the customs office. this is the junction to my campus. This is a junction. Rawamangun Salemba Pulau Gadung. We can see there are apartments in front of us. Apartment blocks for the rich. It's not the rusun for the poor, but the apartments for the rich businessmen or people like that. I've never been here for 6 months, but I can hardly notice any change here. Everything stays the same here over 6 months. And this is the traffic light. This is the road leading to my campus. Not really, because we have to make a U-turn for going to my campus. And this, what on earth is that? Is that a real one or a fake one? Maybe there's a Turkish restaurant over there. A few months ago I was in Turkey, and what I saw was as a Turkish cuisine is similar to what I've seen here. Maybe this is the real one. I haven't tried it. And this sign says it's a sign by the largest Islamic organization in Indonesia, Nahdlatul Ulama. They care about COVID-19. That's their head, not really head office, district head office. And that side is the petrol station, the nearest to my campus. And the lorry in front of me is bringing LPG gas. And these blue rickshaws are called bajai, just like the tuk-tuks which I saw in Thailand. I've just been in Thailand last year. The tuk-tuks look quite similar to the ones here. The ones in Thailand are similar. Another tuk-tuk. There's 1, 2, 3 of them being parked over there. And that's the security guard of my campus. And this is my campus, the State University of Jakarta, or it's called Universitas Negeri Jakarta in my language.
Ngomong kan nih bos.
Belum jelas Pak kayaknya.
Soalnya cara makan dulu soalnya.
Ya Pak.
Ya.
Ya Pak, silahkan Pak. Pak Soleh ngerti Pak?
Ngerti apa?
Tadi yang diomongin apa?
Silakan.
Bukan yang sebelumnya.
Nggak tahu bos.
You don't speak English. You don't understand. And this is inside my campus. In the campus, not really inside because we're still on the road.
Bongkarin bos. Kenapa dibongkar bos ini bos?
Ini entah gedung apa. Udah bener-bener berubah. And this is the master's part, master's building. That side is the library. And on the left is my faculty.
Ini bos.
Yeah, but
Ini kelewat bos.
this is my faculty, yes. The Faculty of Social Sciences. And now, here I am at my campus, inside the building of my faculty, which is the Social Sciences faculty. There's virtually no one here today. It's empty.
Wait, Dit, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Felix.
Felix! And this is Felix, one of my friends here. What are you doing here?
Just, what? What in English? Nongkrong?
I don't know the English word for that.
I'm just nongkrong.
Yes. Have you got a class today?
No,
No class today.
no class.
Are you not wearing a face shield?
No,
Only mask, no face shield.
just mask. I'm going to bedroom, okay?
Yes. That side is the library, or it's called the UPT. Excuse me, this building has been demolished. I don't know what that is. And I can see a crane over there. In front of me is the canteen, where I usually buy food and drinks. These are my two friends, Teddy and Rayhan, in the canteen. Rayhan?
Halo.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. 6 months.
6 months.
He's dialing someone.
How are you?
Sorry?
How about your health?
Ah, good. And these people are the people who run the stalls. The stalls which I usually buy food and drink from. And this is the M block, or the canteen. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Kula nuwun.
Monggo. Masuk kamu.
Mboten kula.
Terus
Kula YouTuber mriki. YouTuber mriki.
sama siapa?
Kula piyambak.
Ada arti lanang. Mana oleh-olehnya?
Mboten wonten.
Kok boten wonten iki? Makan enggak?
Mboten. Kula wedhos corona, COVID-19. Corona, COVID-19.
Siapa corona?
Kula wedhosipun corona, COVID-19. Daganganipun payu napa mboten?
Payu.
Senajan wonten corona payu daganganipun.
Payu sithik-sithik.
Priyantun mboten wedhos corona. Wong-wonge ora padha wedi corona. Mosok mangan nang kene. Mangane nang kene apa dibungkus wong-wong sing tuku nang kono?
Kebanyakan dibungkus.
Nek mangan nang kene wedi corona, nek dibungkus ya diangetin lagi.
Ngapain?
I'm a YouTuber here. Don't scam me. He's a scammer. Now I'm still in campus with my friend there, Teddy Priadi.
Halo, gimana kabarnya? Sehat?
Baik, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, luar biasa. Gimana perjuangan kita untuk berjalan kaki ke rumah Nada? Sehat ya?
Sehat, alhamdulillah.
Allah. Tetap jaga jarak dan physical distancing, kawan-kawan. Pakai masker dan selalu mencuci tangan pakai sabun. Karena itu kunci dari keberhasilan kita melawan corona. Hidup kebersihan, hidup rakyat Indonesia. Itu yang saya mau sampaikan untuk kalian semua, supaya kalian tetap stay home kalau nggak ada urusan apa-apa.
And now we're going to... I can't mention where I'm going to. Unfortunately, if I mention it, it would be going against the Data Protection Act, and I would be in jail if I mention it. And now we're at the back, we're behind my campus. We're on the streets of Jakarta, the Indonesian capital. We're behind my campus.
Stay home and not you at the home in your capacity. Yeah, stay at home and we are and cleaning and hands. Yeah, and always physical and distancing about it. Thank you. Save your phone, dude.
Obey those rules. Physical distancing, social distancing. Those rules must be obeyed.
Save your phone, dude.
And this is still part of Rawamangun. We're on the alleyway and we're going to somewhere which unfortunately I can't mention. Because if I mention it, I would go to jail. Because I would be breaking the law. This sign says, not a public parking space.
Udah Didit, jangan dipoto. Nih, nah makasih. Nih. Ini serem banget. Oke, makasih Didit.
Thank you.
Iya.
Terima kasih.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
And finally, I've finished my business with Nada, which was the girl who I met over there, which I can't mention her location, otherwise I would be violating the Data Protection Act. And now we're leaving the campus and going back home.
Artinya mau pulang dari
Iya Pak,
kampus itu.
mau pulang Pak. We're going back home. We're definitely not going up. We're going to turn left, then make a U-turn, then make a U-turn again. These are the apartments for the rich businessmen. Not always businessmen, but for the rich, as opposed to the apartments for the poor, or what is called the rusun. Again, another apartment block.
Bos, punya pan bos?
Tak punya Pak.
Habis koinnya nih bos.
And now we're going to make a U-turn. Then we're going on the highway, on the toll road. It's pretty crowded here, but it's much less crowded than before the COVID-19 outbreak hit Indonesia. It's much less crowded. Well, the girl who I met is also in my class, in my sociology class, same major, same class. She is called Nada Amelia. this is the road which I usually take if I go back from my campus back home. After 6 months of not being here, it seems that everything has changed. We're going to make a U-turn now because we're going back home. On that side is the north, whereas on the other side is the south. This way is one of the ways that I take to go back home from campus. If we go up, we'll go to the airport, whereas if we make a U-turn later, we'll go back to where I live. That side is the north, whereas the other side is the south, which is the direction from here to where I live. We're making the U-turn because we're going back home. It's very crowded here, despite COVID. It's very noisy with all the honking horns. Another honking horn. So noisy. On that side is the shopping centre, MAG, MAG, Mall Arta Gading, which is one of the biggest in Jakarta. I've been there many times, I know. That's the entrance to the shopping centre, MUG, cinema, Ace Hardware. It's all complete, everything's there. And that's the apartment. The apartments for the rich people, not necessarily businessmen. Despite COVID, it's very crowded here, but I bet people are still obeying the COVID rules. Wear a mask or a face shield for some of them. On that side is my campus.
Yeah.
Sorry? Campus, yes, my campus. Sorry, I can't hear you. On that side is my camp. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, this toll road, or this stretch of the Jaguar toll road, is very crowded. Seems like there's a traffic jam here. But I bet people are still obeying the COVID rules. Wear a mask or wear a face shield for some people. Because I think they're aware of the dangers of COVID-19. I don't know. But all I know is this road, this stretch of the Jaguar toll road is still crowded despite COVID-19. What does it say? Reduce your speed now. Despite COVID, this road, this stretch of the Jaguar toll,